Now we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Monday night and welcome to the Davises, Eat and to our kitchen. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Chili.
Guess what?
What? It's Monday night.
It's Monday night. I think we're always going to be the Davises. So
yeah, we're still the Davises.
There's no hope there, huh?
We could both change our names together.
No. I did that whole name change about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It is not fun.
Pain in the butt.
Pain in the butt. In Illinois, pain in the butt.
Well, maybe we could, if it's worth it.
I mean, if I'd known that then, I just would have kept my maiden name.
No, you wouldn't have.
No, you're right. I wouldn't have. All right. So where are we going? Our virtual trek?
We're in Nevada.
We are.
Yep.
We've been there a few times.
Yep. And we're going to mostly be a little bit of Sin City tonight. That's somebody trying to... Oh, it's just a squeaky toy.
It's a squeaky toy. It's our little rat terrier vying for attention because it's 6:30 on a Monday night.
It is. It's a squeaky toy in it.
Yeah, we've been to Vegas, you and I, several times. I've been a few extra times for work stuff, and you went one or two extra times for not work stuff. And it's hard to not focus a little bit on Vegas for Nevada. But there is some food heritage there beyond Vegas, so we'll get into that a little bit later. I
could have Reno the cocktail instead of Vegas the cocktail.
Well, I mean, we kind of rat packed it a little bit.
We did
on the cocktail, so I'm gonna.
You're gonna focus, I thought, on there, weren't you?
What?
The little stuff.
What stuff?
The 99-cent stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll do this
first.
You're
drinking first.
Well, I thought that we were doing the other first.
Oh, no. First.
So we're going
cocktail's always first. We just sometimes
I'd asked.
Change the food.
So we've got a smoked ice cube. It does smell smoky. That we smoked last night and made into ice. We're going to use 2 different bourbons because one of us doesn't like one bourbon and...
No, there's a reason why we're using Jack Daniels.
Well, we're not. This one's not Jack Daniels. This is
I know,
Forester.
But there's a reason I'm making you use Jack Daniels on the other one.
Yeah.
And it has more to do with the inspiration behind the old fashioned.
That's fine. But I don't like Jack Daniels, so I am not drinking Jack Daniels.
I love Jack Daniels.
Well, you can just love Jack Daniels all you want. I don't. So 2 ounces of bourbon, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. We're going to use Gentleman Jack in the other one. I did enjoy the presentation of the gal.
Oh, well, yeah,
Jack
that we
Daniels did virtual bourbon tasting.
That was fun. I hope they do more of those. The inspiration for the old fashioned was from Frank Sinatra because this was one of his favorite drinks.
Favorite cocktails.
But he only made it with Jack Daniels because that was his favorite
bourbon. Same with that one. 1/2 ounce simple. Uh-oh.
You need pickle spear?
Yeah.
Nah, okay.
I got stems.
Perfect.
1 cherry. 1 cherry. Put a little cherry juice in there. Put a little cherry juice in there. If you don't want some cherry juice in there?
Yeah, I think those big cherries are enough.
They are.
See, you'll have to explain all that.
Then this is a smoke gun. So up here in the little chimney area, you put little wood chips, like more or less sawdust.
Yeah, they're not
big at all.
Am I in? Yeah, you guys probably can't see that. They're like teeny tiny.
They're teeny.
I mean, it really is just sawdust.
It's sawdust. But then you put those in your little chimney here. You turn on,
which you preloaded,
battery operated. And if you guys have ever smoked dope out of a bong, this is pretty much what it is. It's just automated in it.
Oh, Chili Davis.
Let's go. You got that little.
Try not to get in the light or the camera angle. So the key to this, well, you smoke the...
Hold that.
Holding.
Running out of juice here.
There we go. Now I can see it. perfect. You really, to do the cocktail, you really do want like a real smoking disc here because it seals when you pull the gun out of it. And you want to keep that in
for a few minutes.
For a bit to let the smoke kind of filter into the cocktail. If you want heavy smoke, leave it a little longer. If you want light smoke, don't leave it as long.
We're going to leave it for a little bit, though.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want a picture of it.
Well, I want a picture of one billowing. You don't like the smoke as much as I do, so.
Okay. Well, I like the smoke. I just don't like the fact that it takes away from the cocktail.
Well, yeah, you were kind of...
New toy? Yes, Jennifer, it is a new toy.
It is a new toy.
That cost us. He's using the iPad.
Woohoo.
There we go. And it just kind of billows off. Especially in here because we have a fan going.
Oh, yeah. You want to do that second one? I'll click, 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 click. The beauty of the camera.
Yep, and that one's going to hold a little bit longer. Yep, no,
until I move.
Until I move. There we go.
Cheers. Oh. Yeah, see, I love these.
That's really good.
But tell them how you smoked the ice cube.
So with the ice cube,
and I'll throw those back in the freezer later.
Yeah.
When you do it.
We just filled this up with some water, and then put the little lid over the top, and then just ran the smoke gun underneath the lid. We tried to put it in the water, and our smoke gun is a cheap Amazon smoke gun. It's only got 2 AA batteries, so it did not have enough juice to make the smoke bubble into the ice.
That's okay. It worked though.
So it worked. The ice did smell like smoke.
And that gives you a subtle smoky flavor if you don't want to smoke the whole cocktail.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick these back in here so they don't melt on you.
So there you go. You have your hookah. Your hookah smoke gun.
And it's a lovely drink.
It is. It's a really good cocktail.
Now it smells like hickory,
smells like hickory smoke in here, yeah.
Which is a lovely smell.
Yeah, well, hell, on some Monday night we could buy some green stuff and throw in there and just smoke up the whole house. It's legal now.
I'm just going to drink. You're ornery. So tell us where you're watching from, what you're having for dinner, what you're drinking for dinner. Actually, you don't need this quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to need that.
Yes, and we do have a single large ice cube in there. That's
so nice. We've done shrimp cocktail before for you guys, so we're going to repeat this. Mm-hmm. But there's a reason. Mm-hmm. We're going to stick to the Las Vegas Sin City, Fremont Street, Old Strip. Mm-hmm. Because one of our trips out there, we spent quite a bit of time at the
Fremont Street,
at Fremont Street, and you spent a lot of time playing blackjack at the Gold
Horseshoe, and then
I don't remember where you were.
Well, that was actually off
strip.
Yeah,
but you spent some time at the Gold Nugget, didn't you?
The Gold Nugget,
okay.
the Horseshoe, Binion's Horseshoe, Gold Nugget, and there's one other one.
So the Gold Nugget was where I discovered 99-cent shrimp cocktail.
While I was playing blackjack.
While he was playing blackjack. Because the last thing I want to do is stand behind my husband and watch him play blackjack. I can't.
It's like the second to last thing I want her to do too.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
So I bounced around and did all of the foodie things. So 99-cent shrimp cocktail. You think when you hear that? Now this was 15 years ago, give or take.
Yeah.
I hear it's $2.99 now. I investigated.
Like too, isn't it?
It is all you can eat. However, when I got the first one, it cracked me up because this was the size of shrimp.
Salad shrimp.
They're little bitty salad shrimp. So they had a whole bunch kind of piled in a little shot glass for that with a little bit of cocktail sauce on top. And that was the 99-cent shrimp cocktail. As kitschy and goofy as it is, I loved it because it was so kitschy and goofy. So that's what we're doing tonight. I do have some regular shrimp, however, mind the man here.
That's right. To effectuate the palate correctly.
So we're going to do a little bit of a repeat, but I have 2 separate glasses. Last time I did this, I used like shrimp cocktail glasses because I have that kind of stuff laying around the house. I'm going to use 2 regular bar glasses to show you how you can do this without having to worry about lots of fancy stuff hanging out at the house.
Oh, do you want me to go back over there with the camera?
Where I don't even know where you're at.
The big one.
Yeah, here in a minute. It's fine.
Okay. You let me know.
And by the way, salad shrimp are very good on salad. So don't discount them.
Well, they're really good in shrimp cocktail. Just that you got to use a whole bunch of them to get any count.
Or, soups or something along those lines. And they're cheap. This was like a $3 bag. So, okay. I need to get all my stuff. You don't have to take the tails off unless you just want to.
I want to.
Okay.
Makes them quicker to eat.
This is true. It does. Garlic paste, horseradish. Sorry, I'm getting all my stuff here. All right, so my cocktail sauce came from the Davis family cookbook. Predates me, certainly. It starts with ketchup.
The one and only, one of the very few uses of ketchup that I
Do you want to switch them back over here so they can see what I'm doing?
Yeah, how to do that.
Because I'm going to show you a trick. Because I buy squeeze bottles, the upside down squeeze bottles of ketchup.
Yeah, there you go.
And the way they're shaped, you always have this like neck right here where you get ketchup stuck. So when you need something liquid in your recipe that calls for ketchup, make a mess because it's freshly squeezed lemon juice. That came out much more than I needed.
Yeah, I saw that.
All over the stuff, all over the
prep area.
Yeah. But put some liquid in. This works with salad dressing, anything like that. Shake it up a little bit, and you will pretty much drain the bottle out. So we've got a good 1/3 cup of ketchup in there, and that was the end of my ketchup. And I buy stock in ketchup because my child. Oh, sorry. In for landing. All right, chili sauce.
Yes. Wink,
Wrong
wink,
chili.
freshly squeezed.
Oh, geez. Chili Davis.
What?
Generic is fine. That's all I buy. It's like $1 a bottle. Roughly equal parts of ketchup and chili sauce. I'm slightly over on the chili sauce than the ketchup. Jeff's grandma did not put garlic in hers, but I do because it is incredible. I'm using pureed garlic and quite a bit of it because we like the bite. Now, pureed garlic paste, there's still a bite to it.
Can we go over to Costas's after this?
Yeah, what's he having?
Costas is he's drinking a maple cream bourbon.
Ooh.
Yeah, hard distillery in Indiana. And going to bake Chilean sea bass in a caper lemon sauce.
I'll be right over.
Yeah.
About, I don't know, 8:30 or so.
Yeah.
Well, I told you we need to go to Champaign. We've got friends up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, so that sounds amazing, actually.
It does, doesn't it?
So pureed garlic paste, because it's been pureed down, it's not going to have the same bite as raw garlic. When you're not cooking the garlic, might be a better option depending on how much, spice bite you want in that. Horseradish. Not horseradish sauce, but prepared horseradish.
I know what I forgot.
And I'm using the end of 1 jar. I usually do 2 heaping tablespoons in this size of recipe.
Forgot our bitters.
I actually like mine without. I'm good.
Too late.
There
you go. I'm using orange bitters because we're not using the orange to peel.
All right.
Made from real horses. Yeah, it is made freshly squeezed from real horses.
Prepared horseradish.
That's right.
If I had fresh horseradish, I might be inclined to use that. However, it's a bit of a dangerous proposition. Is that it? I feel like I'm missing something. Lemon? No, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. Jennifer asked if it was from real horses, of course.
Can't take either one of you anywhere.
Shrimp's good.
Taste test. I think we need more horseradish and more garlic.
Well, spoon it up. Man, that's good.
I always feel like we need more after I make it. And I keep all of this in like mass quantities in my house.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you can make this like the night before and it would be just incredible the next day. I never think that far ahead. Except for maybe at the holidays when I know I'm going to need a bunch. My house, my germs. Yep.
You think that far ahead with like Christmas and Thanksgiving?
I also don't have any lemons, so I would garnish this with a little bit of a lemon slice or maybe a sprig of thyme or, I don't know, basil, something green on the top. There you go. 99-cent, now $2.99 shrimp cocktail. However, we'll do this the big kid way too. Don't need anything fancy. Your shrimp's not going to be sitting out long enough to worry about being out too long. And we're just going to hook them on the side. We're going to hook them all on one side because they're being a little rotten.
Hook them all around.
Well, you have to get them close together. So there you go. And forgive me for stopping to take a photo because I know what's going to happen. Chili Davis is going to start eating shrimp cocktail and I'm not going to have any left to take a photo. That is if my husband's going to let me share the family recipe.
You can.
So un momento here.
I'm hookahing up another old fashioned.
Okay. But the only people that get the recipes are the people who subscribe to the paid newsletter.
That's right.
All right. Oh, that smells so good. Here is your shrimp cocktail, my good sir.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's not enough shrimp on there.
Oh, goodness, just
I get more.
Okay, fine. You get more. 99-cent shrimp cocktail. It's so funny. I love it. See how that sauce is.
Nice and garlicky.
So just remember, little bitty salad shrimp. They're good in salads. They're good for shrimp salad that you make with mayonnaise.
Soup and salads. Those would be excellent.
And just a little bitty. 110 to a pound.
I'm more than that.
Okay. You kind of have to pick through them to get the shells off. They miss some of the shells, but.
That's really good.
Cheers. Okay.
When I was a kid, I'd want club crackers with cocktail sauce.
We have club crackers.
I know, but
sorry, this is like yummy.
We'd have oysters at the holidays. Raw oysters with cocktail sauce and club crackers.
Woo!
And as a kid, I didn't want the oysters because I thought they looked like boogers, you know.
They kind of do.
So I would sneak over and grab a whole bunch of club crackers and dip them in the cocktail sauce because I loved the bite of the cocktail sauce because of the horseradish. Oh, it's so good. Eventually, they told me that I had to start eating oysters because I was eating all the club crackers and cocktail sauce.
Buy extra club crackers.
Well, they were wanting me to eat oysters too. And I did, and I liked them. So
I actually really like oysters on the half shell. No, they have to be really small, really sweet oysters. I can't do the great big. I save those for fried oysters.
We didn't get
Which
them on
I
the half
also
shell. We
love.
got them on the out of the bucket.
Oh yeah, the ones out of the bucket around here are like they're a choking hazard.
There were some pretty good sized oysters.
Okay, so we're gonna move away from Las Vegas, and I mean Chili's gonna keep eating shrimp cocktail and drinking, but I'm only gonna use.
What's
one
that on
of
your
these.
left hand there?
That is a glove because I have a boo boo on my left hand, and I don't want peppers in my left hand boo boo.
Oh, is that what
Would
that
you put
is?
that in the fridge? I'm gonna use one of these. I'll save the rest for.
I'm going to use one.
Well, I'm gonna save the rest for scrambled eggs.
Oh, okay.
I like chorizo and scrambled eggs for breakfast.
I like chorizo and anything.
I know. So
that's what that is?
I am making a chicken and chorizo pepper, like one pan skillet dish.
Oh.
That is inspired, not even loosely, like really inspired by Basque cuisine. And in Nevada, oddly enough, there is a relatively large Basque population. And from a geographic perspective, the Basque people came from the Pyrenees mountain area. So Spain, northern
Portugal.
Spain, southern France. And had a language all to their own, had their own little space, and just like everything else that happens in our world, eventually lost all of that and lost their independence. That's all that story I'm going to tell. But during some of that upheaval, they immigrated to Nevada and some of the other areas out that direction, specifically to work in the coal mines. However,
coal or gold mines?
Gold mines. What'd I say?
You said coal.
Sorry, I'm in Illinois.
That's why I was like,
yeah, totally.
That's why, huh? The gold mines.
Freudian slip on that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But realized that
That's why you have me.
Right. That they could make more money raising sheep for meat to sell to the miners. And that's what they ended up doing. But there's still a very strong Basque heritage there, even though the food is slightly different because of the geographic location in the Midwest, or in the West, a little bit Wild West when they first arrived.
I spilled.
You spilled.
My large cube of ice.
So if I were to pick out any one cuisine outside of Las Vegas, which has everything, for Nevada, this is what I would. Clearly, because I am focused on it. This dish leans to the Spanish side.
With the chorizo? You're kidding.
Yeah.
Want me to put them over there so they can see you smashing that?
Turd.
I don't know what you're talking about.
While that is cooking, I'm going to get my big heavy knife out.
Yeah.
And a chicken breast, and I'm going to hack it up.
Go for it. They're watching the chorizo fry.
That's fine. That's part of why I have.
Now they're over there watching you cut up a chicken.
So chicken breast, boneless. Now I'm taking shortcuts on this tonight because really you want to use like bone-in thighs and legs.
Is that a boneless, skinless?
This is boneless, skinless because Jeff doesn't like dark meat, and I wanted something that moved a little faster than cooking.
I like chicken boobies.
I'm going to pull this tenderloin off and cut it in its own little chunks.
Chicken wings and chicken boobies.
Cut that piece off.
They're delicious.
That's mostly fat. We're going to throw this in with the chorizo.
Yes, please.
Then all I'm going to do is cut this into like 1 inch by 1 inch big pieces. It'll shrink up a little bit.
Are you going to cube it, or are you just going to 1 inch by 1 inch strips?
Cube. The 1 inch by 1 inch is going to be a cube.
Well, then it would be a 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch.
Semantics, dude. Cut it into piece this size. How's that?
Okay.
And then we're going to set the knife away, put this in, and I'm fixing for 3 people with limited leftovers because we have so much in the fridge right now that is all I'm going to do. So about a cup of chorizo and about, well, 1 big chicken breast. All right, now we're going to, well, Shuggy Bug. Look at her, how cute she's being
She
tonight.
thinks she's going to get a shrimp from me.
All right, I'm going to set the knife over here too. All right. Lots of red peppers. This also calls for red pepper flake, but I had a handful of jalapenos stay on the branch long enough to go red. I'm going to use those instead.
Are they big ones or little ones?
They're little.
Oh, you ready?
Sure.
Back over there you go.
1 more glove because I don't want jalapeno in my boo-boo.
1 more glove. No glove, no love. Remember that, folks.
Especially when working with hot peppers.
That's right.
Even as something as mild as a jalapeno, because if you get a hot one, you're toast. And if you have a boo-boo and you get a hot one, you'll be crying.
That's right. So no glove, no love.
I did not put olive oil, anything in this pan because this chorizo is all you need. All right, we're going to cut these. I'm not going to worry about the seeds because...
I need another big ice cube.
well, I can't help you right now. Oh, I can smell the heat on these babies. I'm just going to cut those into rings, primarily so I can tell them apart from the other ones. You know, I was really kind of intrigued by the whole Nevada American Basque. I'm familiar with like European Basque food, but the notion of taking what was largely lamb and seafood and dumping it into, you know, the Western U.S., it's testament to how we make do with what we have when we migrate, which is exactly what happened. And the whole notion behind the Basque meal was to feed the sheep herders, not the shepherds, sheep herders in this country. And so they'd have like multiple courses, starting with soups and beans. There's a Basque bean recipe that's a little bit cowboy bean and with lots of garlic. It's kind of an interesting recipe. I'm just going to cut these peppers in big chunks too. Everything's kind of a chunk tonight. Because the sheep herders would be out for 6-8 months with limited access to food, and so when they came back, they stayed in boarding houses, and these boarding houses, the women would feed them until they popped. And it was really kind of an interesting...
If it was a boarding house, they probably did something else until they popped, too.
Well, I mean, we're talking a lot of youngsters.
Oh, okay.
You know, like...
Not that kind of boarding house, huh?
I mean, not that some of that,
It is Sin City.
Well, this predates Sin City. Las Vegas had its name in the early 1800s, but didn't actually turn into anything that we think of as Las Vegas until the early 1900s.
When the mob moved in.
Well, and that didn't even happen until the 1930s, I think. So there's a long history there, but not with what we think of as Las Vegas. And just an FYI, what happens in Vegas no longer stays there.
Nope, social media ruined that. And police reports.
All right. So we've got chorizo, chicken, jalapenos in place of what would be red pepper flake. Either would be fine. Red peppers. I'm going to cut up an onion, and I've got one that's got a thin skin. That's going to be great fun for me. And again, this is just going to get cut into big hunks. Bite size is what we're going for. You could get all fancy and do the strips and all of that. When it comes right down to it, this is something that normally would be braised in a pot. We don't have that kind of time. Hence the shortcuts on the chicken. And
so is everybody still there? There we go. There's our
hope so.
Meal in a pan. And that looks delicious, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I probably should have started this first and done the shrimp cocktail while this was cooking, but oh well.
Anybody have any questions, commentary?
Smart remarks. Stories about Las Vegas you want to tell?
Yeah, stories about Las Vegas. That's a good one. How many of our watchers have been to Las Vegas? At least once. Debbie, Deb, Costas, Jen, who all has been. Jen has never been to Las Vegas.
Well, we might need to remedy that.
Yeah, we might have to.
We were there on my birthday one year.
We were there on your birthday at least once.
Well, yeah, that was a conference year for me.
Conference year. Judy says she's never been. Has any of you guys been to Nevada that have not been to Vegas? Judy Young says nope.
It's
Have any of our viewers been to Vegas? You've been what, 5 times? I've been 4.
Yeah.
I think.
I was out there. We used to take our students. That
was
a
really
long time
cool.
ago, yeah. But we used to take our students out there during Hospitality Week.
Yeah.
In March.
Cost us 4 to 5 times. Last time's for a Garth concert. There you go, Costas. Way to save the crowd, Costas.
All right, I am all done cutting things up, so I'm good
right.
with that. I need to check my spices here, so hang on. Whew.
Costas, what's your favorite thing about Vegas? I'll tell you, we went out as part of the university, took a whole bunch of upperclassmen out as part of the hospitality tourism program.
That was fun.
That actually was very entertaining.
Everybody mostly behaved.
I think they all behaved.
We were much younger then, too.
We were a lot younger then. Yep. We were able to.
I don't think I can handle that anymore.
Be the old man there.
Yeah. That would not
wouldn't be able to hang out all night like we were able to then.
Mm-mm.
Live concerts. The live concerts are very good. The shows are very fun.
Yummy.
What was your favorite thing about Vegas, dear?
Food.
The food? I enjoyed the food, but I mean.
So the year we were out there for my birthday, we ended up.
Because I had a good day at the tables, they will say.
Yeah, he paid for our dinner, and that was a good thing because it was a large sum of money that many years ago.
Yeah.
But we were
the top of the stratosphere.
And it was a 360, or it still is, I'm sure, a 360.
It is still. It still is there.
If it's still open.
It's still there. It's still a 360-degree restaurant at the top of the stratosphere.
But it rotated. That was fun.
Deb and Dan said that we've been more than once. That's where Uncle Dan wanted to go for his retirement. It was great fun. Shows are great. Yeah, the shows are really good. So I did get to see Siegfried and Roy when I went out without you, before you, pre-Nikki. Pre-Nikki, I got to go out and I went out with my mom. It was a good friend of mine from high school's wedding, and he lived out there. He and his future wife, now current wife,
teaspoon of dried thyme,
live out there. And while we were out there, we did get to see Siegfried and Roy. It was one of my mom's things that she had to do.
Teaspoon of dried basil.
Was go see Siegfried and Roy. So I really enjoyed that show. I will be honest, I fell asleep through it, parts of it. I didn't
It's okay.
sleep the night before. I was gambling a little bit too much and enjoying a little too much.
Cannot hardly imagine.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I
I
need some
fell asleep
paprika.
during a magic show with lots of loud explosions. If that tells you anything about me.
Oh, you can sleep anywhere.
I can.
A couple
I was a little
teaspoons of
inebriated too by the time that came back around.
paprika. I'm saying this out loud mostly so I can remember what I'm doing because I'm kind of making it up as I go.
Yeah, the shows. So what we've seen together, we could do a search show or.
Well, one of the shows I'm not going to talk about.
It was vampire-ish.
It was yes. Then that's where that conversation's going to end.
I figured as much. Yeah. There was some naked people.
Naked vampires.
Naked vampires, all swinging from ropes and stuff.
We did, however, bring back a stack of escort cards.
Oh, I got those for your dad.
I know.
So,
8 ounces of tomato sauce.
If you've ever been to Vegas, you've walked the strip, you know that the all of the Hispanic people hand out cards for escorts. So we were on a mission one day to collect as many as we could.
Just because.
It was before Pokemon, and we were trying to collect them all. That's for sure. Just to bring back for Joe, Debbie can probably speak to his appreciation for us bringing back all of those cards for him.
1/4 cup of sherry.
That was a lot of effort.
It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun, because 90% of the people walking down the strip will say no, thank you, no, thank you, no.
No, not
us.
me. I was
not
running
the two
up
of
to
us.
him.
We were asking for more. We want more. Artichokes.
Artichoke hearts. I buy these in little packets. These are basil and thyme.
We've been married just a few years, and that was one of the years that
Pepper got me.
Cemented the fact that I loved this lady forever, and we wanted to be married forever and ever and ever.
Because I was right there collecting
we were
naked lady cards.
Naked lady cards. We were both collecting them as fast as we could.
Oh my gosh.
Buying to see who could collect the most.
That was so much fun.
It was. We made a game out of it.
We had, yeah. Okay.
We had as much fun as Vegas would allow us to have legally.
Yeah. All right, so that's the end. Now, remember I said that the Basque meal was many courses. So this would have been one of many courses. If you want to do this for dinner and serve it with a little bit of pasta, a little bit of rice to kind of round out a meal, that would be perfect. I didn't do any of that tonight.
That would look good with like some garlic bread.
Ooh, guess what?
We have bread that we could turn into garlic bread.
Hand me the country crock.
I will hand you the country crock.
Will I eat more shrimp?
Oh yeah, that's what I did.
Let me see. Garlic bread in the air fryer. That's what we'll do.
Mostly. Yeah, the live shows, the live concerts. I mean, that's the fun about Vegas. I mean, there's always so much to do, and so little time to do it in when you're out there on vacation.
Oh dear. I need tinfoil.
I'm not a huge gambler, so
I have a rule. I mean, you know my rule.
I don't know your rule.
Walk out with at least what you walked in with.
Oh, yeah, it's a good thing that you weren't there the first time I was there.
No, but you managed. What did I do with the bread? Out there.
Out here?
Yeah. I'm going to make some garlic toast real fast in the air fryer with some sourdough that I have laying around. We'll show you a Vegas quickie. How's that?
I think their shows are maybe just a little bit more entertaining than our shows, but not by much.
Well, certainly when we're talking about naughty things.
Well, you're the only one that talks about naughty things. I am as pure as the driven snow.
And moving on. So another version of this recipe that I found had olives in it. And if you guys remember,
olives.
Florida, when we went to Florida virtually, we did Cuban food.
Yep.
And had a dish that was very similar to this with olives. It fascinates me how food travels with people.
I know, Jane.
And how,
I agree. It's crickets. Whenever I say that I am pure as the driven snow, there's no commentary whatsoever.
Yeah, notice
everybody
I
believes
moved
me. No snark, no nothing.
No, it's because they're all like trying to catch their breath because they've been laughing so hard.
Yeah. Deb says we so remember the cards.
Of course you do.
Knows.
She probably followed Uncle Dan around.
Well, the first time you're like, okay, yeah, and then you're like, look at it, and you're like, oh shoot. Well, you don't collect. 90% of the tourists don't go there to collect the cards.
Gosh, no.
Because that's, it's.
I'm going to smell that garlic tomorrow when I go to work. Sorry.
Kathy Wood said that's a lot of butter. It's healthy butter, Kathy.
That was country crock with extra calcium.
Crock, yeah.
Oh, this is garlic. Yeah, I'm putting a lot of garlic on here. I've just used the end of my pureed garlic.
Well, I think she's thinking about the garlic, the butter.
Oh, yeah, I just spread it out. There's probably maybe a teaspoon of garlic on each of these slices of
butter.
bread. Butter. Well, that and garlic.
Oh, combined?
No, one each.
One each, teaspoon of each. She believes this.
We only eat this way on Monday nights.
Yeah. Yeah, just tell my doctor that, would you?
Shit. No. I'm sweating. I'm sorry.
I am too. The third smoked old fashioned may have.
Oh dear, that's why you're talkative. Sorry. Must remove part of the sweat. Okay, that's done. We're gonna turn that off.
Oh yeah, that looks delicious though.
That's done. I've used up a bunch of stuff tonight. That's awesome. All right, so this going in the air fryer, and it will take all of a minute because I'm really just wanting to melt the butter. You want herbs or anything on top, or just garlic?
Garlic.
Okay.
Maybe a little salt. That garlic salt, the Kinder garlic salt thing that we have.
Oh, I'd have to unearth it.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh, some smoked salt.
Yeah, it'll go along with the
smoked
cocktails.
Cocktail.
Yeah. Which, have you even drank yours yet?
I'm working on it.
Uh-huh.
Right, a little bit of smoked salt. Give it a little salty flavor. All right. Now, to the air fryer for about a minute.
Yeah.
It almost fits.
Hey, everybody.
The good thing about doing this in the air fryer is it shuts off when it's done, so I won't burn the plastic bread.
You won't burn the bread? You want some more?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like old fashions. Woo!
You want some more of your style? Do you need more ice or no?
I'm probably going to need more ice because I'm burning up over here.
Okay. I'll get you another slice of ice.
Okay.
You're very welcome. One more cube for you.
I did eat it at a really good buffet when I was out there by myself.
Did you really?
I wasn't by myself. I was out there for
work.
A trade show.
Yeah.
A trade show, a military trade show in Vegas. Holy crap, let me tell you. That is some fun shiznit.
Yep. Yeah, that one was a...
Right.
Kathy says, what's smoked salt?
Exactly what it sounds like. It's sea salt that's been smoked.
Not by us.
And then packaged. Like, I'll get it back out and show you. I keep a whole lot of different kinds of salt because depending on where it comes from, it carries the flavor of the place.
Hold on. There you go.
Tell me if they can see that well enough.
Yeah, you can definitely tell against your translucent
My
hand.
vampire skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's sea salt that's been smoked, and that's why it's got that kind of brownish color to it.
Can you buy it locally?
Probably. I don't know if I've seen it locally. I always pick it up when I'm in like spice shops. However, I do know that International Foods has a couple.
International Foods here in the Dale.
I buy all my like weird spices from the Spice House.
You get it shipped in Spice House. It's still over there.
Yeah, because it's cheap, and they ship these flat packs for free.
That's out of Chicago, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, bread.
It's bread. Don't burn the biscuits.
No, I'm gonna let it go
Lucille.
another minute or two. Whoopsie. Okay. Would you like? I'm letting this cool down a little bit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have all sorts of spice blends from there, and I do that. I mean, spice blends are easy to make on your own, but it's convenient, and then I can get exactly what I'm after.
Hold that for a second, would you? I need more flame.
Got it. We're smoking another cocktail. It got warm today. In the middle of October, a week ahead of my birthday. It's not supposed to be hot on my birthday. It won't be. It'll be 60, but that's okay. Hey, now. Smoking pretty heavy over here.
Oh, yeah.
You will have to take a shower and wash your clothes after you do this.
The hookah is strong right now.
All right. I'm tired of holding it, so. Thank you. Pull out, please.
Oh, yes.
All right. I'm going in.
Go for it.
Ah.
That looks hot. I'm going to let it cool. You can... Yeah. It looks delicious, but I'm going to let that sucker cool because I'm not near as brave as you when it comes to heat.
Wow.
There are those smoky cocktails.
Wow. That's all I'm going to say. Holy moly.
Oh.
That is so good. I'll save one for photo.
Our house smells really good.
And that jalapeno was like,
just a touch.
Had I not had those, I would have used some Aleppo pepper.
Yeah.
But man, oh God. I'm hot enough that my bangs are starting to loop-de-loop. This is mine. I'm going to go for more 99-cent shrimp cocktail.
That's really good. That chorizo. Man. I didn't even get any chicken boobs. I just got a whole bunch of chorizo.
That is some good stuff. Don't even know that I'd worry about especially with some bread. Here we go. Now we got some bread going here. I need something to put the bread on though.
That's very good. Very, very good.
Coming back in. Sorry.
You're fine. Just put it back.
Here, I'm just going to grab a plate.
I don't know. So how long have we been going tonight? We're like
hot.
We're like 50 minutes.
Oh, that's too hot to pick up. I need some tongs.
Yeah, I'll get them for you.
No. They're hot. They're
That's
hot.
Fine.
Move.
Come on.
All right, asbestos hands.
There.
Okay. So here's the
Over
Pop
there?
them over here. Yeah.
All right.
I need to save one for the photo, but beyond that, I don't care. So would it take maybe 3, maybe 4 minutes tops?
3, maybe 4, yeah.
Yeah. So nice and crusty on the outer side. This is sourdough bread. Buy the rounds already sliced at Schnucks or wherever. And it's like perfect dunking bread. We had it last night in a and a Rachel Ray recipe that I fixed.
Mhm.
It was so good. Oddly enough, kind of similar to this, but a little bit more of an Italian flair. All right, back to. Whew, I'm warm.
Yeah, well, we've
Okay,
been
that's
cooking.
too hot to eat, but there we have it.
There you go. 50 minutes. Plenty of cocktails. Lots of food.
Oh, it's so good, guys.
Yeah. It is really good.
And that chorizo.
I mean, if it didn't have artichoke hearts all over it.
There's only like 8.
Yeah.
I've eaten 3.
Yeah, not in this bowl you haven't.
That's why I buy the little packets, so I can just dump a few in. All right. Vegas-inspired smoked old-fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Sinatra-inspired old-fashioned. 99-cent shrimp cocktail is now $2.99. Regular shrimp cocktail for the man.
That's right. It's like $7.99.
And getting outside of the Sin City area, some traditional
Basque food.
One of a handful of recipes, but it was a fun little foray through the state. You know, I do all the research and I just tell you about it later, but it was fun to read about it. But that's me.
I do all the research on the cocktails.
Who knows?
Yeah. She does all the research on the food.
Because that's my jam.
Yeah. And these are my jam.
It's a good jam. All right. Cheers, my dear. Yeah, just remember what happens in Vegas no longer stays there. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all social media. Ruined it.
Ruined it for everybody.
Ruined it for everybody.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us and listening.
Where are we at next week?
Listening to I don't know. Listening to the stories.
You don't know where we're at next week?
You told me.
I did.
Nebraska.
You're right.
Because we drank the Kool-Aid.
We're going to have some Kool-Aid next week. Kool-Aid cocktails, folks.
Let me tell you what stories are going to come out of that night. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Kool-Aid cocktails galore next week.
We drank Kool-Aid cocktails in college.
Yeah. Everybody did in college.
It's cheap.
You know, jungle juice.
No,
Smurf
wait.
piss.
No, I didn't drink anything in college. I always forget my mother watches these.
She'll be fine.
Smurf piss was probably my favorite. So we might have to make that. It has absolutely nothing to do with Nebraska other than the Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Right.
Kool-Aid was created in Nebraska. So.
However, we're going to pair that with something relatively traditional, which is going to be an odd match, but we're going to do it anyway.
Oh, Kool-Aid goes with everything.
However, it would have been a really good, come to think of it, 2:00 in the morning snack. So maybe there is a connection there. All right, folks, we will see you next week. Have a good week.
Enjoy yourselves almost as much as we do.
Or at least try.